Thank you for joining us here today on TV99 North Mississippi for the News Minutes. And now the news. This week, Marie White was honored with a celebration for her service to the town of Myrtle.
We are really glad to have her. Marie started clerking for, I think, us in the town of Potts Camp 25 years ago today or yesterday. Is that right?
Well, for Myrtle, 25 years ago,
Okay.
about this time.
Okay.
And then Potts Camp was 3 years later.
Okay, well, great. So we were first. Okay, that's great. That's good to know. Marie does a tremendous amount for our town, for our water system, for the community. She started all of her and her wonderful husband, Tony, started all of our volunteer events that we have with music at the tracks and trunk or treat, our Christmas parade and everything else. And we could not be any more grateful for what she's done. And we just wanted to have a brief get together like this to thank her and honor her for her 25 years, and wanted to present her with this plaque to remember this.
Thank you so
And the
much.
card. Thank you so much, Marie, for all that you do.
Every year on February the 2nd, the groundhog is looked upon to predict the rest of the winter weather. Well, did he see his shadow or not? Poxitani Phil saw his shadow this year, so that means 6 more weeks of winter weather. And closer to home, Jefferson, the Tupelo Buffalo Park groundhog, confirmed the prediction because he also saw his shadow. The age-old prediction was started in Germany with a badger as the animal, and the day was called Candlemas. When the immigrants came to America, the Pennsylvania Dutch brought the tradition with them. If the groundhog does not see his shadow on a cloudy day, that means spring will come sooner. The William Faulkner Literary Competition 2018 is accepting entries in novel, short stories, one-act plays, poetry, and student short stories. The deadline for entries is July the 15th, 2018 for novel and July 31st for the poems, short stories, one-act plays, and student short stories. They may be submitted through August the 31st. Cash awards totaling approximately $5,000 are given to the winners in September of 2018 in New Albany, Mississippi, the town of the Nobel Prize winning prize writer's birth. For more information or to enter, go to www.williamliterarycompetition.com or call 534-0014. The Tupelo Salvation Army's Empty Bowl is a luncheon that raises funds for the Salvation Army's food program while bringing awareness to hunger in the community. It is the Salvation Army's biggest fundraiser. Tickets are $15 each, and one ticket gets each person one bowl of soup, one piece of bread, and a bottle of water. The soup and bread are donated by restaurants in the area, while the water is donated by Coke and Pepsi. Tickets will be sold at Wayfield Jewelry, Stone's Jewelry, and Joyful Creations Gift Market, among other businesses. There will also be tickets available through members of the Women's Auxiliary or at the Salvation Army door. And new this year, you can buy your tickets online at www.brownpapertickets.com. Look for 20-year anniversary Empty Bowl luncheon. Doors open at 10:30 a.m. and people can stop and visit booths set up inside the building. There will also be drive-through available for people who are in a hurry to get back to work. Ticket holders are also given a bowl handcrafted by Midnight Pottery. Come out and support this great cause. The soup line opens at 11 a.m. and runs till 1 p.m. Sale tables are open at 10:30. The Salvation Army will also have several tables set up for boutiques, bake sale, and the Bancourt takeout meal table, the Salvation Army Mud Ladies table, and visit our guest pottery for their sales items, along with membership tables. This day in history has been a busy one. Here are a couple. In 1789, George Washington was elected President of the United States. He was the commander of the Continental Army during the Revolutionary War and was unanimously elected the first president by all 69 presidential electors who cast their votes. John Adams of Massachusetts, who received 34 votes, was elected vice president. The electors, who represented 10 of the 11 states that ratified the U.S. Constitution, were chosen by popular vote, legislative appointments, or a combination of both 4 weeks before the election. According to Article 2 of the U.S. Constitution, the states are appointed a number of presidential electors equal to the number of senators and representatives to which the state may be entitled in Congress. Each elector voted for 2 people, at least one of them, who did not live in their state. The individual receiving the greatest number of votes was elected president, and the next in line vice president. In 1804, this practice was changed by the 12th Amendment of the Constitution, which ordered separate ballots for the office of president and vice president. See for yourself what the genius of Walt Disney has created in his first full-length feature production. This was proclaimed on the original trailer for Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, which was released on this date in 1938. Based upon the famous fairy tale by the Brothers Grimm, Snow White opened with the wicked queen asking her magic mirror the question, "Who is the fairest of all?" And the mirror gives the faithful answer, Snow White, the queen's young stepdaughter. Ordered by the queen to kill the young princess, a sympathetic woodsman instead urges Snow White to hide in the forest, and there she encounters a host of friendly animals who lead her to the cottage, inhabited by the 7 dwarfs, Sleepy, Dopey, Doc, Sneezy, Grumpy, Bashful, and Happy. Eventually, in this classic's happy ending, viewers would come to expect as a Disney trademark. Love conquers all as the dwarfs defeat the villainous queen and Snow White finds love with a handsome prince. A quote from one of the celebrities of that day, Charlie Chaplin, stated, "In Dwarf Dopey, Disney has created one of the greatest comedians of all time." Also on this date in history, in 1922, Ford Cars buys the Lincoln model. In 1974, Patty Hearst was abducted. In 1915, the German army declares a war zone around the British Isles, and in 1826, The Last of the Mohicans by James Fenimore was the second novel of a 5-part series called The Leather Stocking Tales. It is published. Thank you for joining us here today on TV99 North Mississippi News Minutes. Please check out our Facebook page, follow us on Twitter, and check out our YouTube channel. And we hope you have a wonderful week.